and today we are making Jamaican seasoned rice. To do this, we need our very own Jamaican delicacy, ackee and saltfish. So we're starting off with boiling our saltfish. Now I like to double boil because that controls how salty my rice will taste. Now I am cutting up all my seasoning. So I went ahead and I shred some carrots, because we're going to use that later on. And I cut up my onions. I'm also going to be doing some garlic and then some red peppers, some yellow peppers, just to make it look nice and pretty. I did went ahead and cut up some pumpkin as well, because you cannot have seasoned rice without my pumpkin. I am using olive oil to saute my vegetables and to cook up my saltfish. I drop it in the pot and I let the pot heat up to the temperature that I want it to, and I first start off with my garlic and then my onion. At this point, a lot of people like to add their saltfish, but for me, I like to add all my seasoning first, saute them, let them caramelize a little bit, then I add my saltfish. Once I do that, it's gonna give the saltfish the flavor that I want. So that's why I add my saltfish after this. This is just my way of doing it. So my pumpkin goes in next, and my shredded carrot, and that just give it enough time to enhance the flavor onto the pumpkin and the carrots as well. After I'm done with this is the part where I add my saltfish. Now remember I told you I double boil, so I remove all the salts. Later on you can add the amount of salt you want. That way you don't end up with a salty seasoned rice, because we don't want that, right? Absolutely not. Oh, and some people probably like their saltfish thick and chunky. I don't like that either. I went ahead and I pick up my saltfish. I like it really nice and small, because we're doing seasoned rice. You know, you want like almost every rice grain I pick up, there's a piece of saltfish on it. That's my thought process. So I always like mashed my saltfish. You see how small it is? Yeah. Mash it up real good. Yeah, people, so I just cook it up in the whole veg that I got going on and make it go and marinate a little bit. Now I'm gonna add my coconut milk next. Yes, man, I like when the coconut milk kind of cook down everything, so that's what I opted for. Yes, I give it a few minutes in my coconut milk, let it cook down a little bit, and then I'm gonna be adding my pumpkin soup mix. And some people like when the pumpkin soup have noodles in it, but I don't like that. So what I'll do is I get a strainer and I just strain off the noodles from my pumpkin soup. I'm also gonna be checking at this point if my pumpkin is soft enough, because you don't want a tough pumpkin when you finish with the seasoned rice. Remember, it got steamed down. So if it's like a little bit closer to halfway, then you know you're good. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just checking on my pumpkin. This point, you should be washing your rice as well, you know, because your rice is going to be going in soon. So make sure you wash your rice and have that ready. There, I just put in my pumpkin mix until I strain it in. And then I'm going to be seasoning my pot. Right here, so you can use whatever seasoning you want. I like to use my ginger Maggi. I talk about it all the time. So I'm just going to be seasoning with my ginger Maggi and the rest of my seasoning. I'm also adding in my rice now. Your rice should be washed and you're putting in the rice right now. You can season your pot before your rice or after your rice. It doesn't matter. This is my pot. I use my salt again, black pepper, a little bit of garlic or onion powder. I have a Skellion and thyme season, so I pop some of that in there as well, and then my ginger Maggi. And you just season and taste it if it tastes however you want it, you know, what's your favorite seasoning. Now's the time that you add that, you know, because you're going to do it season to taste basically. All right, put in some all-purpose Maggi if you have it. You know that I can make it taste good. But for me, I stick to my ginger seasoning, and I always talk about the ginger one. The ginger one is the only one that I noticed does not have MSG in it. You know, one girl on the natural side, so that's the one I use. That's my favorite. Taste the water, taste it and see if it's where you want it. See me, I taste it? Yes. And if you feel like you need a little more season, drop some more in it. If it's good to go, you know you'll move on to the next thing. Drop your fire to medium heat and give it a good stir. Now we are gonna put the ackee in. Now is the time for the ackee. And people, I'm always pondering like what's a good ackee to use. I did use the Linstead Market. And at first I was upset because I was like, what kind of ackee this? Normally when I use ackee from the tin. so I didn't know which one to use. But I ended up going with the Linseed Market, which tasted good in the end. But me never like how it kind of mash out, and I'm going to show you. It kind of come mushy. I don't know if it's this particular can or if that's how they prepare it, but I like when my ackee is nice and firm. And just like I'm showing you right there, that's how the ackee come out of the can. I wash it off a little bit, obviously. Yeah, I didn't like just pop it into the seasoned rice just like that. So I run it under the water in my colander and then I add it in. I also add my peppers, my pepper, scallion and thyme at this point, and a little bit of butter. On a fire and low heat. Now is the time the rice is gonna steam. Some people use plastic bags, some use a damp paper towel or aluminum foil. It's all on your preference, whatever you want. And steam it down on low heat and I let it steam. And when it is ready, it should look something like this. Oh my god, my kitchen smells so lovely. The rice overall was good. I mean, I said the Linseed Market ackee was good. It did taste good. And the little bits and pieces that was in there was firm. But I don't know how it mash up so. But yeah, we've just came to the end of another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with your friend or someone who want to make this recipe. And as always, thanks for the support. And thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys. And I will see you in the next. Bye.